I have heard report that there's I wouldn't say riots, but demonstrations, and that in these demonstrations, they may be growing. And I just wanted to make sure or try to understand if it's being discussed. Like Armin has some pamphlets about how to be safe in this kind of situations, how to avoid cross sections, try to avoid police stations, these kind of places that are the centers of power, knowing where to leave to when you have to leave, having an exit plan, having a little bit of water and foods in case you have to be out of home for a long time, and being wary of vehicles and how to deal with vehicles. These are all things that are very important. And I have some ground level things I'd like to maybe say at the end, but I'd like to know if the people are cognizant or if there's any people who are leaders who are cognizant of this. I wouldn't wear anything reflective. These are very basic things. Don't dress in all black, but you can also wear brown and blue, like colors that aren't easy to distinguish at night. Like all these very basic str- level strategies that won't distinguish you as a military as a paramilitary. You would still be just a regular demonstration, but in case some things escalate, you would be prepared to handle any kind of backlash from IRGC or any kind of oppressive engagement by them. I'm going to mute
So,
myself.
Patipto, if you need any help with understanding the questions, ask Nare or Nare to to translate to you if you need it at any time. But go on, Patipto.
At the moment, it's all right, but I try my best to go solo, but it's my pleasure to have you by my side. First of all, Sketch, I want to thank you from bottom of my heart because you are somebody, some not Iranian, body that from another place in the world who are thinking about Iranian safety and you're trying to strategize our movement. So that means a lot to me and people around me. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. The the objects you have discussed, they are important objects and topics that we are already going through some of them. For example, the dress code you have already addressed from the last uprising and the movement. We have understood that the dressing all black, it's some of the regime technique that the arms trying to blending the people with this dress code. So we are already trying to crack this pattern, and it's a very important thing to do. And the other objective about the ground level prioritizing and the food and the water, it comes, in my opinion, comes to two main objects that concludes in connectivity and logistics. So we are focusing in this matter at this matter in these two ways that we're trying to improve our logistics and we're trying to have better connectivity and establish the peer-to-peer network from within to outside, that we have some watchmen if in case of the next uprising. Every team have some watchmen, depends the number of the team. So we have watchmen, and watchman rule is to try to communicate in any possible way, texting or calling, or in case they have internet access, sending the pictures of anything they have, because we just not want to have just one plan or A plan or B plan, because we don't know how difficult the situation or how easy the situation is going to be. And from the perspective of the logistics, we have established some people who have access to logistics, like cars or any movable vehicles, depends on the situation and geographic situation in the moment. So I want to address the fact that you're right, and we are trying to do our best in this matter.
Thank you, Potito, for your answer. Jeffrey would like to say some things on the same topic. Go ahead, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Nari. So it kind of centers around some key operational insights. First off, Petito, it's an honor for you to be here. I'm going to share some key operational insights that might be useful for you and your fellow freedom fighters. And that's drawn from some of the things that we've used in pushing against tyranny throughout the Soviet era of the Cold War. So when it comes to node organizational security, you want small nodes coordinating members that coordinate that. Operational nodes, you should have limited knowledge between different members of different nodes. have secure meeting discipline, because just saying this, I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't say this. Secure meeting discipline, right? That happened when people were misled to kill zones and all that during January. Separation between public civic activity and clandestine resistance. Control meetings and mass demonstrations. So I'm going to save that for maybe off there. Those are a couple of things that just jump right out at me. I know that the Mullah regime remnants and the IRGC remnants, they had the Chinese Communist Party build the network, both the telecommunications and or internet network for the Mullah regime, and the Chi-Coms are providing AI-based control to sniff out and engage in signal-based intelligence to find people who are not supportive of the regime. So one of the best things that might be adopted to try and mitigate their ability to leverage that is something our adversaries used against the United States during the global war on terror, and that's a low-tech counter to a high-tech signal intelligence disparity, meaning Hawala networks. Be very cautious when you use anything signal-based. Anyway, that's like some things that jump out at me. It's very much a pleasure to be here, and I'm very happy that you are as safe and as healthy as you can be, because I can tell you a lot of us were thinking about you.
First of all, Jeffrey, the honor was mine. Then I want to thank you because you're thinking about us people in Iran and talking about us. That I think that's the main paradigm shift that signals that this time everything has changed. Because in contrast of what happened in the last 10 to 20 years, various uprisings have held in Iran, but no one has this international reflection. So I think that I, and everybody here gathering around, it's the main signal that we are going to win. In matter of your topic, I want to address the fact that this technological advance that you are talking about, it's an issue, it's an important issue. But from my perspective and what we are seeing in Iran right now, I think the intelligence system, the system of intelligence system, or IT division of intelligence system, has gone far decentralized in a bad way, because already connecting with the people from all around the Iran, from north to south, east to west. And I can see so many different reflections of the intelligence system. Some of the intelligence system already cooperating with the people, like what Princess Pahlavi called Hamkari Milli. And I want to address the historical fact of, if you know about, if I don't get wrong, 2009 uprising 88 انقلاب در واقع پویش سبز جنبش سبز 2009 uprising, the Green Movement. After that movement, that Khamenei felt the cracks in the regime. After that uprising, Mojtaba Khamenei actually come to work closely with intelligence system and IRGC and Sepah. He designed the system of the micro management system that connecting this intelligence system, and he has designed a so bulletproof system that actually saved the regime for another about 15 years. But right now, as we are talking, this system has been decapitated. The middle commanders already, some of them lost their lives. Some of them lost their beliefs in the systems. I want to address the fact that keeping that in mind, that looking forward for being able to know what's happening through these communication signals, and doing security factors and knowing security factors. But we have to know that the regime right now, there's so many bugs in the intelligence system, and I just wanted to tell you guys that the system already broken. So I just don't want it to be out of my mind or act wisely, but know that we can go through these cracks and use some advantages of this system.
Thank you. So, Sketch, you can go ahead. You wanted to respond back.
Yes, I wanted to make him aware, and he may already be aware of this. I serve in the army, I was a mechanic. I was in the infantry, but I was a mechanic. That's most of what I did. Jeffrey was also in the armed services. And I just want you to know that the IRGC and its proxies killed around 1,000 of our service members. So we have a strong feeling of support for the people of Iran, because the same people that are oppressing you killed about 1,000 of our brothers and sisters in arms. So we feel a certain kinship. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, a certain family connection, because we have our brothers in arms, and you've lost literal brothers and sisters and family and all this to this same oppressive regime. So I want you to understand that we are very cognizant and worried about your safety, and I'm glad that you guys are staying safe. And just basic things. And for sniper fire, smoke. It's a very simple thing. If you know how to make smoke makes you safe. No hard surfaces. Know how to duck from fire in a way that you don't duck behind the wrong thing. Don't try to make your own armor. That's never going to work. Try to just be very cognizant, very basic things. And if there is some kind of, you guys are having, I wouldn't say an uprising or revolution, just if you're in a regular protest or any regular gathering, just be cognizant and aware of that. And I also wanted to express that from the service members I served, I was just a mechanic, but I served. Jeffrey also served. So I want you to know that the military specifically know that the IRGC has been an evil thorn on the world side for decades, literally. So I want to thank you that's why it's an honor for us, because you're one that is in the fight that we have lost people in. And I just want you to understand that there is real meaning when we say it's an honor to talk to you, because for us, you're like in the fight. You understand what I'm saying? So I just wanted to put that out there, and thank you for being here.
Yes, I understand the sketch, and we are literal brothers in arms, brother and sisters in arms, and always our pleasure that to have your precious and very important intelligence and support with us. And I just want to tell you, no matter of what happening, we are going to revenge every single blood that IRGC regime shed around the world. I know we are in the same path, and I'd be honored to be with you guys. And actually, after what happened to me during that last 3 months, and I got arrested, I'm here to share with you guys some more detailed information in a matter that what happened to me, because this informations, these detailed informations, I just wanted to, it's safe to say informations for me. If you hear this information, you can come through a bigger picture of what's happening right now in Iran. So I'm glad to be here with you guys right now to share this detailed information.
Thank you, Patipito. We really appreciate all the information that you can give us. Armin, you wanted to respond,
So I
and
just
then you can have a super chat.
Okay. I just wanted to say, first of all, welcome to Margie. She just joined us. Just wondering if she knows, if she wants to speak, if she could put a one in the chat if she wants to speak as a new topic or a new question for Patipto, or if she wants to add to any of the comments that people are making, you put a two in the chat. Also, for some people on YouTube who don't know what's happening, just want to mention that Patipto is a freedom fighter from inside Iran, and people here are asking him questions regarding what he's doing and basically getting some feedback, giving him feedback and taking feedback from him based on all of the work that he's doing and the situation on the ground. And lastly, let me just do the super chat. Alexia saying to Patipto, Havotadaram. So Patipto, this is from Alexia from South Africa. She's saying it in Persian, Havotadaram. So guys, that means I have your back. Also, one more thing, Patipto saying he wants to share some information with us. I think that counts another. I think that counts as a one for Patipto. Yeah. Okay.
I
Thank
think
you, Alex.
Patipito, you can go ahead and share whatever you want to share with us, and then we're gonna go
Yeah.
to our questions.
Yes.
So thank you. Just in a nutshell, for people who just don't know what happened to me, and a little background from the past that I have came from the past 5 years of freedom fighting. At 401 to 2022, if I don't get wrong, I saw uprising I've got arrested after just 15 or 16 days of a revolution. And actually, it was a blessing for me because from a radical movement that I've already doing at the time, that I was so radicalized. So I think if I don't get arrested, maybe I just get killed, or maybe I charged with some greater things in the prison. So I look at my first arrest as a blessing. So after that arrest and being for about 1 month in a solitary, if I tell it right, انفرادی میشد solitude.
Solitary.
Yeah,
Solitary
solitude.
confinement.
Yeah. After 1 month in solitary and more than 2 months in prison, in one of the scariest prisons in Iran, I just don't want to tell where is it. I charged with some subjects and topics, and I've to my case come under the hands of Judge Salavati. I think you already know him because he's most ferocious and one of the most devil judges of regime, and I've been charged for about 10 years in prison. And after that, I just don't show up and live an undercover life in Iran. And this, after 3 years from where I have to go to prison and living an undercover life with a case full of charges from Judge Salavati, I've been active through the January Lion and Sun uprising. And after just about 2 months, I've been arrested in some other place. And it was a funny mistake that I've been arrested, but I've been arrested with, then I can't tell you right now. I've been arrested with guns, a Starlink, and so on. After my second arrest, my whole thing that going through my mind, that was my last charges and my last prison charges that I have to go is going to be more problematic things for me. But just like a miracle and just like a surprise, I found out my background and my last case in the judgmental system of IRGC has been erased off. So that's first thing for you to know. There's another people like me after intelligence attacks and actually direct attacks to the judge.
The justice system buildings.
Yeah, the justice system buildings.
The
Uh, yeah,
judiciary. Yes, sir. The judiciary
the
system.
judiciary have been under the attacks of IDF for more than 6 months and closer to a year. I found out so many cases are already erased and so many people and freedom fighters have gained their freedoms. Then that's an official thing that nobody talks in media. That's the first thing for you to know. And the more important thing for me, when I'm going through another judgmental system from 3 months ago, I've managed to talk with some people who have been in همکاری ملی that Firouzeh Pahlavi called. And I already seen with my own eyes, so many people in the system are trying to help people like me to just get through and be freed after the arrest. And I'm one of the many. And another thing that helped me that I've get out luckily and get out alive after the second arrestation was after they have arrested me and they just have access to my laptop, mobile phone, and other things that I have. Because if you have an Starlink with you, it's already a big crime right now in Iran. And also, I have a protocol for arrestation, but I have many little things in my phone and laptop that's coming through my mind and making me nervous about that when I'm doing my time in the arrestation in the prison. But when I came out and when I reached my personal computer and my personal phone after for about 40 days, surprisingly, I found out they've already erased my مدارک چی میشه؟
Documents.
Yeah, document نه در واقع اون مدرک جرم.
crimes for like
Evidence.
evidence for
Evidence, yeah, correct. The person who have been in charge of searching my phone or my personal laptop, he already erased so little evidence that I left in my personal things. So that's a huge thing for me. And after that, I've been in connection with بازجو هم نمیدونم چجوری بگم.
interrogator.
Interrogator, yeah. I've been in touch for about a week or two with my interrogator, and I was thinking that if I going to not showing up or not going to talk with him, it's a bad thing for him to make him suspicious about me. I've been openly been connected with my interrogator, and I just found out that he's already losing his faith in the regime in his point of view that he's a top intelligence agent in the system. I've heard from his own voice and from his own word that the system already dismantling, so he needs to do something for him. Actually, these three main objectives that I already experienced, I would like to share with you guys tonight.
Thank you,
Okay.
Patipito.
Thank you.
I think it makes us happy that all hail Mossad from all of us. I think you said you have a super chat, Armin?
Oh yes. So Amir the Cricket, who is Israeli, Jewish Israeli, wrote this in Persian for Iranians to know, saying اسرائیلی ها در مسیر فروپاشی رژیم با شما هستند تا به آخر. So Patipto, I think Amir said that so you could hear that as well.
Yeah, I actually feel it in my bones already.
And Patipto, one difference between this uprising and all the other ones is that we have gained so much more international support and allies. The difference is outstanding in terms of regular population, regular people, regular citizens in other countries. More people now know about us, and more people are now our allies.
Yeah.
Compared to before.
Yeah, I already addressed that, and that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
Okay, by the way, I forgot to translate that. I assumed I don't know why sometimes I assume people can know like when I'm speaking Persian. So that translates to yeah, Israelis are with you in the path to the regime's collapse until the very end. That's what Amir said in Persian. And Sarah gave us a super chat as well, saying Patipto dusat darim. Barikallah. Good job and thank you. Yes, thank you, Sarah. All right.
Good watch, Sarah. منم دوست دارم.
My name is Armin Navabi. I'm an Iranian political analyst with decades of experience fighting the Islamic regime inside and outside of Iran. Make sure you follow me for more, and also make sure you join our discussion group. I'm there almost every single day. Come talk to me there and the rest of the people there in our group calls. It's a great place to meet and talk to people who like talking about politics. The link is in the description and or in the bio. You could also get there by scanning the QR code on the screen. See you there.